Hi guys, I'm SoulStar. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing part 2 of the impromptu Twin Flame Collective today for the 1st of April 2018, just after the blue moon started. Now the strength card automatically flew out from Spirit for the Divine Feminines, which to be honest doesn't surprise me in the slightest. The Divine Masculine read that we just had was literally amazing. I am so excited about this journey with my Divine Masculine. I love you, SoulDeep. I love you, all the souls that are watching me as well. I'm really terrible at shuffling, but Spirit's been helping guide me to which cards are meant to come out. Spirit, please help me gain the energy messages for the Divine Feminine Collective today on the 1st of April 2018. Oops. These. All of these, Spirit. Spirit, would you like me to fill any more cards for the Divine Feminine Collective? As I said, I'm terrible at shuffling. Oh my gosh. Which one, Spirit? This one. Is that it? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and for those of you who aren't used to seeing me, I talk to Spirit out loud. It's just, yeah, it's literally just what I do. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Spirit, please help me. Oh, guide me where these are supposed to go. Wow. I just realized you guys can't see it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. Spirit has guided me to actually start here. Oh, this is what we had in the Divine Masculines. Oh. Okay, this is amazing because I just did such a fantastic reading with the Divine Masculine Collective today. And I was saying how the Divine Masculines have really started to come into their own. They've really started to understand that we are their chosen person. We're in union with them non-stop, and that they need to come forward with their strength and courage to talk to us in the 3D for a lot of us that are in separation. Now, I feel like for the Divine Feminines, because we're typically the ones who awaken first, we feel like we've been in this journey much longer. We haven't. We've just been more consciously aware of it. But I feel like for the Divine Feminines, we're still spending a lot of the day nurturing ourselves because we've been really feeling these energies, not just from the collective, but also the Divine Masculines Tower moment. The energy from them has been so strong. I've been feeling SoulDeep's energy like crazy recently. And it has been hard sometimes to learn how to transmute those energies, but we keep focusing on the manifesting, the manifesting, the manifesting, the manifesting. I'm in union with myself. I love myself. I'm in union with my beloved. I love my beloved unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. Because obviously this journey is about self-love, self-growth, as within, so without. So I feel like for a lot of us Divine Feminines, we're really spending the next few, not just days, but I feel like the next few weeks really nurturing ourselves, but also clearing out all the clutter. The event started, which is intense as well, but I feel like a lot of us Divine Feminines are really clearing out the clutter, not just within our mind and our emotional space, but physically as well, because your environment really does dictate how you feel a lot of the time. And I know that I've been resisting doing that myself, but I really feel like this weekend, just do some stuff to actually clear out your space. Like, I've already done 2 loads of laundry today. I've thrown out loads of the rubbish, all the water bottles that I have left around my room. I've been clearing out all the dust. I've been tidying up my whole room, like reorganizing my space, like feng shui, like sorting out the energy space in my room. I've been putting on frequencies, healing frequencies, clearing out negative energies like 532 hertz and 432 hertz. I really feel like it's really important for us Divine Feminines to stay focused on our goals and our desires, keep the mental conflict quiet as much as we can, but really clear out our space, because if your space is cluttered and filthy, then your mind is, and you're not ever going to be able to stay in a high vibration if your space is cluttered. This doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Whew. Even like holding this card, the energy I can feel is like, wow. There's a lot of mental conflicts that's going on, and it's not just from the energy from our divine masculines, it's ourselves still working or trying to work with our ego and all the stories that we've attached to all these traumatic experiences that we've had with the divine masculine, especially for us in separation, like still letting the ego dictate like the fear and doubt in us, like still having those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I've done all this work and I've sent all this love to them and I've sent love to myself, and why are they not here, why are they not here, why are they not here, why can't they see what I can see, why can't they see me, why can't they? And I know that that comes up all the time because we have to clear it out until eventually we can just stay in the balance and the knowing that we love this person unconditionally because we love ourselves unconditionally, because we are one with our twin flame. But I know that this has been coming up a lot because it takes a while to clear out that blockage of constantly trying to remind yourselves, divine feminines, that you are worthy. You are worthy of everything that you could possibly desire. So alongside the clearing out, as I said, like nurturing yourselves and clearing out your clutter, if you guys do that, it will really help with your mental clarity as well, because the whole point of this is to connect with your emotional body, your higher self, and keep that balance. Oh, I love this. I was literally about to say I think that we should definitely go out in nature to help with the mental conflict, and I didn't even realise that this was it. Now, I definitely would suggest once again, to help with the mental conflict and all the emotions and clearing and purging, cry if you need to cry. Please feel your feelings and sit on the bathroom floor or in the shower and cry like I do sometimes, listening to like sad songs from Mario, like Let Me Love You is one of mine and SoulDeep songs, or I sit and cry sometimes and I'm like, how do I breathe without you here by my side? And then it's like, I'm singing it happy now, but trust me, there are times when I am sobbing my heart out in the bathroom like, no, where are you? I love you, come back. But I know that I need to be strong myself, and I feel like this is just us embodying our divine feminine energy, grounding ourselves as much as possible, knowing that everything we put energy and work into will manifest. And if you're in the same space as I am, I've been seeing so many synchronicities. Spirit has been showing me so much recently, from being out just now when I was grounding myself out in nature for about half an hour, and I kept seeing swans, 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 and loads of rows of birds. And some of them were together and some of them were like literally just a little bit apart. Like I just saw such big storylines of these twin flames, these twin souls, these twin swans, and every time I saw them, Spirit would just say, yeah, this is you and your divine masculine, because my higher self is always with my divine masculine and their higher self is always with me. Like SoulDeep is always with me. You guys know that you're always in union in the 5D. Sometimes it just takes a while to work through stuff in the 3D. I was just checking which way I should read this energy. Oh, I love this. I feel like this is going together. For us realizing that we create our own reality. 2, we definitely have the power and we are strong enough to get through anything that the universe throws our way, because the universe wouldn't give us things that we couldn't handle. Everything is a test, literally, and you will continue to be tested, not just in this twin flame journey, but in life as you keep growing and ascending. Now, to go along with the grounding, which I really feel like the feminines really have to spend a lot of time grounding themselves. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I need to be outside in nature for at least 3 hours today, at least 3 hours. I've done half an hour, I've come back, I've done my laundry. Spirit guided me to do this reading, and as soon as I finish this reading, guys, I'm going to sit in the park and meditate for at least an hour and then walk around for another hour, because my soul is just asking me to be out in nature. You guys need that healing energy from Mother Earth, Gaia. It's like just smelling all that delicious prana. Source energy is what we really need to ground ourselves and meditate, calm our minds as much as possible so we can be ready for union. Because a lot of us, it's like we've done so much work, but there's still the triggers that come up in the emotional body that then cause mental conflict. So it's like, okay, if that's going to happen around your divine masculine and they came back to you now, do you actually think you'd be ready if they were right in front of you? I feel like I definitely will be. But I know for some of us, even though we've done so much work, there's still those doubts. There's still those fears that come up like, oh, but when I see them, even if they like hand me a ring and flowers, I'm still going to be like, but you did this and you did that. And you can't do that. If you're starting to have those feelings, then I would suggest going more within. Because if you really want to be ready for your divine masculine, then you really need to understand that everything has happened for a reason. You are both mirrors, and everything that you feel like they've done wrong, they also have a list the same size of all the things that you've done wrong. But in reality, these are all just lessons. And if you want to get back into union, if you're in separation right now, which this is for the divine feminines that are in separation, I really feel like you need to quiet your mind and realize that everything is a test, and this is all a blessing for you, both of you, to ascend more so you can embody the Empress and the Emperor. And I feel like Spirit is really gonna show us so much more about ourselves if we continue to heal, continue to ground ourselves. Being out in nature is one of the best things you can do, and it's free. Like, you guys can go out anytime. I even go out in the rain. But I feel like the more we ground ourselves, the more that Spirit will show us. Oh, communication. I definitely feel like this is instantly to do with the 5D communication. The telepathy is on point. Like, it's getting stronger and stronger every day. Like I said in the divine masculine reads, between the divine feminines and masculines, the telepathy is really getting stronger. I feel like you guys will probably, depending on how you're connecting with your divine masculines in the 5D, whether or not it's through your dreams, whether or not it's through clairvoyance, clairaudience, whether or not it's just the energy that you feel as an empath, whether it's actual visions or all of the above, which for me is pretty much all of the above, especially the past life regression. I feel like there's going to be so much communication, there's going to be so much clarification that's going to be coming forth from the divine masculines to us divine feminines. Like, my divine masculine SoulDeep has constantly been asking me multiple times a day, every day, I love you, will you marry me? I love you, will you marry me? And I'm always like, yes, baby, I'll marry you now. We're already married. And so it is. And it's just like, I feel like there's going to be so much communication in the 5D and in our dream state as our souls merge closer and closer together, because we are one soul split into two. Like, and I know for a lot of us divine feminines, even from when I was watching Missy from Saltwater Tarot last night, oh my gosh, the Kundalini awakening is just intense with the sexual energy. Us divine feminines are feeling so much sexual energy right now, wanting, craving our divine masculines like so intensely. It's actually, it just, it's literally, it can drive you a bit crazy. But I feel like a mixture of not just the communication in the 5D, but I feel like it's also the communication that we're having with ourselves, that we're being kinder to ourselves. From doing all this nurturing, trying to quieten down and balance out this mental conflict, grounding ourselves, connecting more with spirit, I feel like we're really starting to communicate better and healthier with ourselves, within our higher selves, to our inner child. I've been talking to my inner child so much, just telling them I love them, I nurture them, I bless them, they're protected. And I feel like we're really, the more we're connecting with ourselves and being kinder to ourselves and showing ourselves more self-love and self-care, because we are divine feminine, we are the queens, I feel like the more that we're doing that, the more it's attracting our divine counterpart in the 5D, in the spiritual realm, which, as above, so below. From Archangel Michael, as he always says. And to help us 100%, to to help us. Yes, we need strength. I know I look so happy right now because I feel so much love and abundance from these cards, from the collective of you beautiful divine feminines. But it is hard. This journey is very, very, very hard. There's a lot of massive tests daily, hourly, every minute. But I feel like what's really going to carry us through is knowing and recognizing our strength. It's not gaining the strength, because we've always had the strength within us. It's always been within us. But I feel like through grounding ourselves more, connecting with ourselves more, looking after ourselves more, feeling that this union is infinite. We are infinite beings. We are literally always connected to our divine counterparts, and everything happens for a reason. I feel like we're recognizing all of that and knowing that the strength's always been within us, and we're finally stepping into it. I feel like that's what it is. It's like there's been a massive sign the whole time saying, you're strong, divine feminine, and we've just been like, no, I'm not. I'm just going to sit in the corner and cry for 8 weeks and not leave my room like I did, because I was completely devastated and I had to go through all my codependency issues and everything else. And I was like, yeah, can't I just learn how to love myself with my divine counterpart? The spirit was like, no, you've got to do it yourself. So I feel like the strength is finally getting recognized in our own eyes. We're finally realizing how strong we already are and how strong we've been in so many of these lifetimes with our divine masculines. And I just feel like this energy from the blue moon is really propelling us forward, guys. Like, I can feel so much love and abundance, like right here in front of me. I'm so grateful. More and more each day, I'm showing more gratitude. I feel more gratitude. I feel more abundant. I feel more connected to spirit, the divine, God, whatever you want to label it for yourself. I feel so in love with my divine masculine. I'm actually liking myself when I look in the mirror for the first time in like 26 years. After going through so much depression, anxiety, oh my gosh, like the lists are endless. But I feel like the more and more I connect with spirit, with myself, with my inner child, ground myself, I know I've got the strength to take on whatever I want to take on. Whatever my soul has decided for me to take on when I was reincarnated in this life. And I've just been drawn back to these cards because we know we've been working on these. We know we've been working on these pentacles. We know we have. We know these pentacles are what we want. And we don't have to worry about it. We do the work, we keep healing, we keep going within, we manifest, we work on law of attraction, we write positive affirmations like I have everywhere. I'm sure you guys can see the positive affirmations on my mirror. I have them everywhere. We know that we can achieve anything that we want and desire, because whatever is meant for us will never pass us by. And it's just about coming into that complete and utter confidence of knowing that all the pentacles we've been working on, everything we've been trying to manifest, it's right here. It's literally right here in front of us. We are just stepping into alignment. And the more we ground ourselves, connect with Mother Earth, the healing energies, just go outside, smell the fresh air, go for a walk, go for a run, go on a ride on a bicycle. Just go and sit down and watch all the synchronicities that happen, all the birds, all the swans, all the people, all the conversations you overhear. Everything is a sign, everything's a blessing, everything is a lesson and a test. And it's just, I feel like the divine feminines are really starting to recognize their own strength and their own manifestation powers, because I've really been noticing that a lot recently. When I've been thinking about stuff that's happened with me and my divine masculine, I've realized how strong we both are at manifesting, because we're twin flames, all twin flames. You divine feminines and divine masculines, you are such strong manifestors. Like, you really are. Like, you really, really are. And if you look back and reflect on all the experiences you've had together and before you even met in this life, you will realize how quickly you have manifested situations. So remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. I feel like my throat chakra is really playing up from my divine masculine. I feel like they're really starting to communicate more with themselves and spirits, so I can feel like my throat is just like, well, so it's like, yeah, half the time I can't even say words properly. But divine feminines, I know that this weekend and the energies from this energy of the blue moon It's going to still take us on a bit of a crazy topsy-turvy ride, but this looks really good. It looks really promising. I really feel like the more we connect with ourselves and ground ourselves and connect with spirit, we're going to recognize our own strength and our own worth and our own value and our own queen, empress energy, which is exactly what we need to do as the divine feminine. Step into your power, step into your mission. Yeah. I'm just sending you all so much love, and I'm going to give you some Reiki healing right now, divine feminines, because I feel like we really need some more love. And it's not that we need love from the outside. I feel like we just need more love within ourselves, and it's really time to just continue going within, even though it's been hard, even though you've had to work with patience and codependency issues and abandonment issues and inner child wounds. It's like, it's really starting to come into alignment. We just have to keep working. We just have to keep healing. We have to keep clearing. We have to keep loving ourselves. We have to. So I'm sending you all this Reiki healing energy. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful divine feminines. Remember that you are worthy, you are loved, and you are special, and you really aren't in this journey alone ever. You have all of us in the collective. You have spirit, you have your divine counterpart, you have yourself, you have your inner child, you have your inner worth, your inner self-love, your inner care. You are beautiful, you are worthy, and I'm sending you so much love and positive energy and massive hugs and kisses on the cheek. Remember, you can achieve absolutely anything you want in life. You do have strong manifestation powers. Keep working on your pentacles. Keep refocusing your energy on what you want rather than what you don't want. Because if you focus on what you don't want, you'll just manifest more of it. But I'm sending you loads of love and light. Bye, guys.